What's up, hungry people? I've been searching for the perfect French dip recipe for years now. And folks, I think I finally found it. Tonight, I'm busting out my Instant Pot to whip up French onion chicken dips. Topped with sweet and crunchy caramelized onions, this French dip might just be my new favorite sandwich. First up, caramelizing the onions. We'll start by setting our Instant Pot to Saute mode for 10 minutes on the more setting. Then toss in some butter and olive oil and get that nice and melted before tossing in the sweet onion. You'll want to slice your onions as thin as you can so that they cook evenly. Add a dash of sugar to kickstart the caramelization process. Then turn the Instant Pot onto the less setting for about 20 minutes. There's really no quick trick to getting the perfect caramelized onions, except for letting them cook low and slow for a long period of time. Try not to stir the onions too much or else they may start to get mushy. I let my onions sit for about 5 to 10 minutes between each stir, just to ensure that the Instant Pot wasn't burning the onions. I ended up extending the timer for another 20 minutes or so to really cook down the onions until they were beautiful and golden brown. Thanks to the power of video editing, that process is much quicker for you hungry people. But seriously, low and slow is the way to go. Next, we'll remove all of the onions from the Instant Pot, but leave their juices behind. If there are sticky bits left over in the bottom of the pot, take a shot of white wine to deglaze the bottom of the pot. Then we'll grab our chicken boobies and put them in a single layer on the bottom of the Instant Pot. And season everything generously with salt and pepper. I tossed in a bunch of whole cloves of garlic, along with fresh parsley for a kick of flavor and color. The true secret ingredient to this French dip chicken is using condensed French onion soup to make the base for the au jus, and adding in some additional beef broth to fully develop the au jus flavor. Secure the Instant Pot lid in place and put it on pressure cook on the more setting for 15 minutes. Meanwhile, grab your hoagie rolls or bread of choice and slather on some butter. I topped my hoagies with provolone cheese, but you could also use Swiss or mozzarella cheese. The cheese will help to prevent the juices from soaking into the buns. Toss the buttered hoagies into the oven and toast to melt the cheese for about 8 to 10 minutes. You don't want the cheese to be totally melted into the bread. Just get a nice sweat going. At this point, our chicken is done cooking, so I'll go ahead and do a quick release and wait for the pin to drop before removing the top of the Instant Pot. Turn the Instant Pot onto Saute mode on the normal setting for another 15 minutes and bring the liquids to a low simmer to reduce down a bit. The next trick to this chicken dip is using a hand mixer to finely shred the chicken boobies. I swear by this life hack. I haven't had to shred any meat by hand in forever since I learned to bust out the hand mixer. Then use a ladle to serve up the delicious juices into a serving bowl or ramekin. Finally, we'll assemble our sandwiches by layering on the shredded chicken and caramelized onions. I even added some French fried onions on top to really drive home that oniony flavor, and add a bit of crunch too. Go on and get to dipping. What's your favorite way to eat a French dip? Let me know down in the comments below. If you're still hungry, don't forget to flip that sub button and ring the dinner bell to be notified of my latest recipes and foodie adventures that I post every week. As always, you can find this recipe and many others with step-by-step instructions on my newly redesigned website, thestarvingchefblog.com. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll talk to you soon.